Hey guys, Alex from 7th Hour Films back again with Bocchi the Rock. Last time around we had Enoshima Eskar, where basically it was the last day of summer break, so the girls went out and they started doing outdoor activities, much to the dismay of, well, almost all of them, to the dismay of Bocchi and Nijika and Rio. They're not really outdoorsy people, but Kita is, shining extrovert that she is, and wanted them to climb so many stairs to get to the top of a shrine. Luckily, Bocchi was able to find an escalator, and they went to the top of the tower, which with a great view, but it was nice to be indoors. And then at the end, as they were taking the train back to, well, their houses and stuff, they basically vowed that they would hang out during winter break as well. Although Kita wanted to go out every day of winter break, which I mean, Bocchi was happy, but at the same time, every day is a little too much. And then Bocchi woke up the next morning thinking she was ready to take on the first day of school, but her body was completely sore from being out the day before, so she was in some pain. But yeah, that's pretty much where we left off. Like always, the reaction is down in the description and in the pinned comment for your viewing pleasure, so let's go ahead and jump right into this episode of Bocchi the Rock. Here we go. Alrighty, episode 10. Alright, now we gotta gear up for the Culture Festival. Culture Festival. I have like a nervous tick when I hear culture festivals, but that's mainly because of Doki Doki Literature Club, so luckily we're not in a literature club, we're just in a band, so of course she does. Oh, I wonder if that's it. Maybe she's not missing because of the performance, she's missing because of she has to be a maid. Oh no. I am 100% positive I misspelled psychedelic in my notes. That's okay. I wonder if that song that they performed, that Sick Hack performed, I wonder if that's on the Bocchi the Rock album that I have. I don't know. That'd be cool, but I don't know. I keep getting phone calls. I don't need this. Phone calls from Colorado. Shush. Anyway, my nose itches. I don't know. That'd be cool. It is an interesting song. So, it's definitely, I mean, psychedelic rock. It's like, oh yeah, it started in the 60s. Like, of course it did. Of course it did. There's no better psychedelic time than the 60s and 70s. So, oh boy. So yeah, performing at the Culture Festival. It's interesting because last episode, when they were like, oh, well, we don't have a concert coming up. And I was like, it's weird that we haven't established, like, what's the new concert, going into the last quarter, basically, of this, or the last third of this season, really. But now we do. Now we have the Culture Festival that we're going to perform in, which is pretty interesting. Yeah, I don't know. See, it's slightly hard to relate to it because while I have been through high school, I got out of high school 10 years ago this year. Actually, 10 years ago this May will be when I finished high school, basically. But obviously, I'm an American. We did not have culture festivals, so we did not have culture festivals. But I guess, we had like pep rallies and stuff like that. So maybe if it was something like that, or like what are the fundraising weeks called? I don't even remember. I don't know if fundraising weeks are like standard across American schools or not. But yeah. So. Either way, I don't know. It's an interesting thing because it's like it will be more people than Starry, but at the same time, it's like, and she may see the judging eyes of her peers more because she, well, doesn't really know them, but she kind of knows them. Plus, it's a thing of, yeah, if you do bomb, then, you're kind of SOL. Everyone will look at you and know that you bombed, so I don't know. It's like when she was thinking over, like, why she wouldn't do it, why she wouldn't want to do the performance. It is the thing of, like, well, that's the safe route, and if you take the safe route, you're probably not going to make it as a rock band. So it makes sense to take the more dangerous route of actually performing during the festival. So, but one thing I like is that where we had Nijika, who heard that and immediately wanted to do it, and Kita, who immediately wanted to do it. I like that Bocchi didn't immediately say yes because of it, She didn't immediately say yes and agree, like, okay, it's like, because she said that before, it's like she has a problem saying no, basically, and this episode basically shows that it's like, no, she can, or she's gotten better now, and so she has voiced her concerns, which is good. So I do like that, and even, like, and while she has voiced her concerns, now she's also overcoming her concerns, which is why she is excited to play. She's excited to perform now. So, and it's okay that, that Kita submitted the application, basically. So I like that. I also like now comparing Bocchi with Hiyori. Which I finally wrote down her name so I would be sure. But yeah, Hiyori. Which, honestly, I feel like it should also be pointed out. It's like, they do have kind of similar hair colors. Like, Hiyori's is not necessarily pink, but it's like a different shade of red. I don't know what shade it would be, but it's a different shade of red. And the fact that their names are very similar, Hiyori, Hitori. Honestly, she's literally just missing one letter. So, like, I like now having the comparisons between the two of them, but taking them in sort of different directions, different yet similar directions. Where they were both kind of the gloomy ones that kind of sit on their own, but they're both now overcoming that. The major difference is that Hitori doesn't need alcohol to be happy, basically. So that's at least good. But I like seeing that. I like seeing the similarities between the two of them. Like, that really works. So, and I mean, like, for all the problems, namely alcoholism, that Hiyori has, like, it's good to see she has people that care about her. She has a band, she has the other two members of Sick Hack. Obviously the manager there cares about her. I do like that with, going in and being like, oh, this place is scary, and then you see the manager, it's like, he's the scariest one of them all. It's like, even Nijika was scared of him. But then it's like, no, that's just what he looks like. Like, he's actually a sweetheart. So that was funny. I like that. Which is kind of like juxtaposition from do we know her name? Nijika's older sister. I don't know. I guess it's the manager, the starry man, starry manager. I don't know. But her having that sort of, having sort of that more stern personality, but honestly her look isn't that stern. Like, I don't know, she just looks like a normal woman, I would also say that also about her friend, who they also haven't given a name to. Her friend, I wouldn't necessarily say she looks, she kind of has like a sort of goth aesthetic, but she just has a very darker color palette. She has long dark hair, she has this long dark kind of dress on and jacket, but it's interesting, like, contrasting every dark color on her with her very cheerful, very smiley personality. So I like that. And then we had Kita, who recognized that what she did probably was wrong, but it was the push that Bocchi needed. So I did like that. I did really like that. She apologized for what she did, but it was what she needed so that she could shine. They want Bocchi to shine, and I like too. Rio immediately when she's writing everything out. The plans that they're going to do. It's we're going to give Bocchi a guitar solo. And we're going to emphasize Bocchi and Kita because it's their school, it's their culture festival. So I like that. Rio, for all the goofiness around her character, she is a very caring person, underneath it all. But she's also a very hungry person underneath it all because she has no money and can't pay for things. And now the Nijika sisters, the Nijika and her sister are cracking down on her taking advantage of Bocchi. So that was at least good. But Bocchi has the push she needs in order to shine brightly upon the stage. So, but now she's missing. I'm willing to bet she's missing because of the maid costume, because of the maid cafe she has to be a part of. So, but we'll have to see. We got 2 more episodes left of this show, and then I gotta find something else, which will be a little difficult, I think. I don't know. I'll think of something, but yeah, that is basically it. With all of that being said, I'm Alex from 7th Hour Films, and I will see you guys next time. Take care. Alright guys, thanks for watching this video. There's a bunch of links on screen if you want to go click around any of those. There's a playlist with all of my Bocchi reactions, as well as another video you can go click on if you want. There's also a subscribe button and a Patreon button on screen, as well as other links in the description if you want to go check out any of those. See you guys later.